A thunderous banging wakes me from a dead sleep, rattling the entire motorhome. Mariah? Yeah.
I know you two are in there. You better not still be sleeping.
As a muffled shout leaks in from outside, followed by another voice.
Yes, it's not even 7. Can I go back to bed?
Aw, Tess. Then another voice.
You're better off just rolling with it. For her, it may as well be noon.
Oh no, a morning person.
Open up, or I swear Joe's gonna bust down this door.
I don't think he can.
Wait, what?
Gee, I wonder who this could be. Roll out of bed and open the slider connecting to the other rooms. Marina is sitting pressed up against the back of the fold-out bed with sheets over her head.
What do you think it is?
Who do you think it is?
Take a wild guess.
I march over and I throw open the door. As expected, my 3 favorite people stand before me.
It's about time. Do you have any idea how long we've been out here?
5 minutes. The groggy Tess sways from side to side. Joseph's gentle hands are the only thing preventing her from passing out on the ground.
It's funny that you, of all people, would accuse us of theft.
What else would you call what happened to my equipment?
I don't know. Borrowing? You loaned it to us, remember?
Correction. Joe loaned it to you.
And? Joseph gives a tired smirk and a wave.
I was forced to sit idly by and watch you make off with it. That's theft if I ever seen it.
Well, you would be the expert on theft, wouldn't you, Mariah? She pushes me aside and clambers into the motorhome, followed by the other 2.
Looks like we're coming in.
Good morning.
Good morning, child.
Hey, you 3. Morning. How are you guys doing?
Please tell me you hid the treasure box.
Tired. For what it's worth, we tried stopping her.
Mariah stomps to the middle of the motorhome, analyzing everything before releasing a loud scoff.
So where's my stuff?
If you don't get out of my RV in 5 seconds, it'll be shoved up your ass.
Don't worry about it. You guys are great. Hey, Tess. Did you hang up your new wind chime?
Tessa's eyes flicker with interest for all about a second, then return to their obstinate droopy state.
Uh-huh. Above my bed.
What's up with the fold-out? You two don't sleep together?
What?
Gay panic.
Told ya.
Damn it.
You bet on this? Grumbling, Mariah pulls a bill from her pocket and slaps it in Joe's hand. Why are you betting on this?
Does that mean we get to sleep in tomorrow morning?
Sure does, kiddo. Sure does.
The ringleader of the circus returns to inspecting the motorhome, fiddling with the magnets on the fridge.
Anyway, give me back my equipment and we'll get out of your hair.
Come on, just let them use it. It's the least we can do after tearing apart her car.
And her phone. And her wallet. Mariah's attention turns to the counter, topped with the open box of stunning gold nuggets from the night before.
And whose fault was that? What is this?
It's, decoration.
What is what?
It's, crystals.
The thing on the counter? It almost looks like...
Fake gold? Yeah.
Oh, that's the piece of the treasure we found.
Marina. You're killing me. You're killing me.
Ha! Yeah, right! You're kidding.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright, cool. We're safe still. She chuckles. She stops.
She's kidding, right?
Yes. I have a devious thought and crack an equally devious smile.
Nope. She's telling the truth. 100%.
Amber, I did not expect you to betray me also. Y'all can't just be telling people you found gold. Especially not these guys. They stole your car. I wrap my arm around Mariah and bring her close. Joseph and Tess shoot each other alarmed glances.
We found it last night. With your equipment.
What is the point of this? She stands there, stupefied.
No! That's impossible. You're lying.
Yes.
Really now? Hey Marina, why don't you tell her about it?
Sure thing!
Oh no.
It started yesterday after we met. Amber looked at the journal again and thought it might be near the smaller rocks behind the bigger one. They're called dikes, I think.
You think?
Anyway, turns out she was right!
Mariah looks down, muttering to herself.
But how?
I honestly don't know. Plot protection. Protagonist.
Why wouldn't he just hide it on the mountain?
Because the bitch couldn't climb the mountain.
It doesn't make sense. If he was going back to Missouri...
Her voice diminishes until her words are reduced to lip flaps, like a mad scientist trying to figure out a complex equation. She retreats into her own little world.
Mariah?
A smidge of sympathy buds inside me. I look to Joseph and Tess. Even they look a little shocked. Joseph looks kinda chill, actually.
Is she gonna be okay?
No.
I honestly don't know.
No. Tess approaches Mariah, who is still whispering nonsense under her breath. Nonchalantly, Tess hops in front of her, her hand reaching upwards, trying to wave it in front of Mariah and bring her back to our world. No response. Well, what do you expect? This is Mariah's lifelong dream. She's been thinking about this gold forever, and then you're just person who doesn't believe it, just walks into the desert and finds it. First try. Tess pulls Mariah's arm skyward and then allows him to flop to her side. You killed her. Good job. Still no response.
You know, we've been looking into that treasure since we were kids.
Yeah. Sucks, right? Joseph steps up to the counter and stares into the box.
Never expected someone else to find it before us.
That's more than I can say. I didn't even think it existed.
There's that too.
He sighs and with a shrug cracks a smile.
Well, good job anyway. You ladies seem cool, so if it couldn't be us, then at least it was you.
That's nice of you. You're a good man.
You guys want to stick around? We could tell you more about it.
What more is there to tell? You dug a hole, found 5,000 soda tabs. Dug another hole, found a treasure. He looks at Mariah.
Somehow, I don't think that would be healthy for her. Or you.
You think she's gonna kill us? He grabs Mariah by the shoulders and begins pushing her towards the exit.
Come on, Mariah. Let's go make you a nice cold michelada.
What is that?
You two can keep the equipment. Think of it as an apology gift.
You're very nice. Because cheaply made tools that could get at any hardware store are equal value to a car. They're almost out of the motorhome when Mariah flips and rushes back.
Hold on a minute, thief!
Ugh. She looks at me straight in the eyes, her expression returning to that of a piercing hawk.
You just had beginner's luck.
Sure.
You might have found the first piece, but I promise you, me and my team will find the rest.
Okay. She extends a hand and smirks. I pause for a moment, then grab it and offer a smirk of my own.
You're on.
If they've been looking into this treasure since they were children, would it not be better to start at, like, the last place where he would have hid the treasure or something? Like, because everyone's gonna go at the first place mentioned in the journal, right? So you want to go somewhere where there's not a lot of people. Beat them to it, go backwards. Rena and Joseph both let out of a sigh of relief, as if they've just witnessed the signing of a peace treaty.
Well, guess that takes care of that.
Now let's get out of here and go back to a proper base.
Shut up.
Are you going to drink until you feel better again, sis?
Oof.
Shut up! Didn't Mom ever teach you any manners?
Evidently not.
You always said Mom is an airheaded ditz who wouldn't know good advice or a good man if it bit her on the butt.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sorry for all the trouble, ladies. See you two down the road.
Best of luck, Joseph. Joseph pulls the door closed. Marina and I stay put as the bickering of the trio fades into the distance.
Were you serious?
About what?
The treasure. You told Mariah that you were gonna find the rest.
Correction, she told Mariah that you both were gonna find the rest.
If you were just being nice and want to leave now, that's fine too. You've already done a lot for me.
Yeah, you owe me gold. She casts her eyes downward to hide her emotions, but I know better by now.
And let you keep all the treasure for yourself? Hell no.
Her eyes bounce back.
Besides, someone's gotta keep you from getting yourself into trouble.
Yeah.
May as well be me.
Oh.
For real? But don't you have the festival to go to?
It's still a little while away. I wanted to do some sightseeing anyway.
Marina launches forward. Before I can sidestep, she tackles me with the force of a gold-filled freight train. I don't even try to resist. It's futile to grace in the grace of Marina's hugs.
Thank you, 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 thank you!
Actually, I probably owe you an apology.
She cocks her head and looks up at me. I look away, my bashful side taking over.
Well, you know, I kept saying it wasn't real and stuff.
Hey, don't worry about it. Most people wouldn't have given me the time of day.
Yeah, but...
Relax. Just figure out where we have to go next.
Goodness gracious. I smile. We walk to the front of the RV and take our seats. Grabbing the journal from the gov compartment, I flip it open. I glance over the second to last entry. Key phrases like split path detour and acres of identical arched stone throw my brain into a deep end, drowning me in dizzying puzzles before I even fully read it. Marina peeks over, trying to decipher the entries with me. A speck of inadequacy crawls up inside me and I quickly flip to the next entry before Marina notices I'm stuck. I'll deal with that later. For now, we'll just narrow this down. Much has happened since my last entry, so let me waste no time in beginning. As I mentioned previously, I had begun to develop a cough of sorts during my travels. At the time, I thought nothing of it, just a result of being overexposed to the elements. After all, a handsomely rugged and worldly man such as myself should be used to such things. But I digress. Unfortunately, the more I continued under the blazing sun, the more my condition worsened, until finally my body gave out. The last thing I remember was falling off my steed. Some time later, I woke to a fire with my horse nearby. I myself could not move, as I was held down by illness and sweat, but I was reassured by a man sitting across from me. Upon further inspection, I realized he was a native of this land. I had several encounters with the people of his sort during my time on the wagon trail, so naturally I was suspicious and fearful for the remainder of my gold. However, the man said he had no interest in such things. A dry, quiet fellow, the man told me his name was Lamasi, and that I was in a canyon his people occupied, although they had been driven to a different segment of it some years back. His English was quite fluent, and when I inquired, he said he had learned it from settlers as a boy. Over the next several days, Lamasi would nurse me back to health. We would never stray too far, as he would prefer looking after his estranged tribe from a distance, but I was able to explore portions of his home. Eventually, I stumbled upon a long-ruined home built into a cave on the side of the mountain. According to Lamasi, there were many more like it, though they originally belonged to enemies of his ancestors. It was then that I realized where I would leave my next portion of my bounty. In a cave. On my last day with him, I informed Lamasi of my plans, where he casually promised to guard it for me until I returned. But before I left, he pointed me in the direction of a sacred landmark, one so giant and huge it would simultaneously be conspicuous and inconspicuous hiding place. With that knowledge, I bid farewell to my new friend and trusted the gold in his care. Perhaps I will reward him with some of it on the return trip.
You're my Lamesi, Amber.
Oh, I was saying that wrong. My apologies. Suddenly, my chest feels like a hummingbird is fluttering around it. I shift my eyes away from her and her smile and height.
Thanks.
When you strip away the circumstances, I guess I did save and protect her like La Macy guy did with the miner.
A gorge is like a canyon, right?
Marina leads in closer and points to the entry, strands of her soft hair tickling my cheek. I scoot back and power through it, taking a sharp breath to recollect myself.
Basically, yeah.
Marina nearly springs out of her seat with a burst of realization, her head an inch away from smacking into the ceiling. Is it the Grand Canyon?
Oh my god. Does that mean we get to go to the Grand Canyon?
No.
Do we get to go to the Grand Canyon, Amber?
Of the few things I know about America, I know they've got one big hole in the ground called the Grand Canyon.
Not unless history decides to rewrite itself. There are lots of canyons with ruins. One of them is the Grand Canyon, but most of them have been cleaned out for hundreds of years.
He did say it was so massive that it would be conspicuous and inconspicuous. I chucked down a groan. Indian ruins aren't exactly rarities around here. Maybe that other entry wasn't so bad after all.
So we're looking for a place that was still being used in the 1850s.
Marina hunkers down and thinks with me, wrinkles forming on her forehead as she tries to strain out an answer. I'm pretty sure she doesn't even know where to start, but hey, at least she's trying.
Well, there is one place.
Marina hardly gets a breath out before I crush her dreams once again.
Not the Grand Canyon.
She slinks back into her chair and quietly pouts.
It's still in Arizona, but it's a different place. Canyon de Chelly. The Navajo weren't chased out until 1863, so the timing isn't too screwy. Place is loaded with ruins, too.
Oh, are they Puebloan ruins?
I don't know what these words mean. My flow of information stops. She knows what I'm talking about? She can actually pronounce it?
Yeah. I'm surprised you know that.
Yep, I've been reading some of those travel guides lying around. Super interesting.
Those things must be about as old as I am by now. I didn't have the heart to throw them away when I was cleaning everything out.
Hey, that's how I did it. It's the best way to learn.
That's fair.
Anyway, Canyon de Chelly is pretty damn close to here.
She gasps.
So, it might have lined up with the route he took.
Well, I can't be 100% positive, but...
I close my eyes and snap the book shut, the air between the pages puffing out at us. Then, with one eye open, I shoot Marina a grin.
I'm pretty sure.
Ah, okay.